Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And look, I got to tell you, the dedication and focus that our community has to not only our those who have served, but our warriors and our war heroes is second to none. And I'm always very, very excited to bring to you some of those programs like the Rotary Club that are really making a difference in those areas. Welcome back to our program, Mr. Kennery Foster. Kennery, thanks for joining us once again.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Kennery does so many different things, but now the chairman of the Wounded War Heroes. I'm very glad that you do that and an honor to be in that position, I know.
Yes, sir.
All right. Very good. Sitting next to him is Mr. Cal McKee. Cal, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Keith. Welcome.
And the president, of course, of the Houma Rotary Club Foundation. And look, Rotary's done so much for so long in our area. Let's just talk a little bit about the pride that you have with the Rotary Club.
Well, where do you start with that, Keith? You know, but community service is part of what a Rotarian is all about.
Right.
And my particular club has been in existence and just in Terrebonne Parish for over 100 years.
Yeah.
We're always looking for ways to benefit the community, fill in those little voids where the government or other individuals can't assist.
Right.
And so we met up with the Wounded War Hero program 2 years ago through some contacts in Thibodaux, and we're glad to be a part of it and hope we can be a part of it moving forward as well in the future.
Yeah. So, Kennery, tell us a little bit about that, because I know people hear about the Wounded Warriors very often, but they may not always know about the Wounded War Heroes.
So, Wounded War Heroes is actually a Louisiana-based organization, although we have veterans all over the country. Presently on our roll, we have almost 400 veterans. We're nonprofit, no paid employees. Every donation we get, we put it back into our veterans. The concept of the organization is putting warriors back, putting heroes back in the outdoors. Okay. And what that does is we get them back with their brothers and sisters. It's good for therapeutic therapy. I mean, as a licensed clinical social worker, you can understand that they get together, the camaraderie, being able to hang out, and lots of times they network and they're able to get benefits and other things that they may need by talking to other veterans and networking.
Yeah. And again, great picture here, right? A lot of those brothers and sisters together.
Yes, sir. 46 of them down in Grand Isle, Louisiana.
Wow. Fantastic. And, you know, just being able to do that is really awesome to be able to help with that. And so let's talk a little bit about how the rodeo went and the importance of that.
You want Kennery or Kennery?
Well, so it went great. We had 46 veterans that were able to fish for 2 days down in Grand Isle, offshore rodeo, caught lots of fish. This year, we made sure that we brought a lot of veterans that had never been to Grand Isle.
Right.
And it's maybe their first year in the organization, and they got a chance to experience something amazing. I mean, fishing, and for our veterans, they don't care if they catch fish or not. Just the fact that they can be with their brothers and sisters, being able to talk war stories or any kind of veteran stories that only another veteran would understand.
Right. And that's part of that brotherhood that you guys talk about that a lot of us don't know. We're not aware of that, but it's also a way to share some of that frustration, share some of that difficulty. And then the Rotary Club really making it a different to make it personal, right? Those ditty bags and that donation, really letting them know we care.
Yes,
and
sir.
That's a big deal, right? Tell me a little bit about the reaction that you saw from some of those war heroes.
Well, so anytime that a veteran feels appreciated by the community, and I tell you every time I see you that South Louisiana is probably the most patriotic place in the world, but there's no place like Houma, Louisiana, you know, and Houma, Terrebonne, Lafourche Parish, I mean, the patriotism is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And our veterans, every time they receive something, they talk about it. They're like, "Oh, wow, did you see what we get in our bag this time?" And it's not about receiving things for them, but it's also people showing appreciation for them, and they appreciate it, and they like to let the community know. I mean, we're very thankful for the Rotary Club and all the sponsors that donated to the event, because we couldn't do it.
Right.
Financially, we couldn't just pay for it, but we get a lot of good donations and good people, good sponsors that come out and help and make sure that the veterans can have a good time, where they don't have to worry about anything. All they have to do is show up and have a great time.
There's so many different ways that we can honor veterans, so many different ways. And I love the fact that Rotary clubs take the time to do that, right? They take the time, energy, and financially to raise some money to be able to say, we honor you in this way. We honor you in so many special ways. And I know how appreciative those guys are. I get to see it in some of the work that I do. So I'm always glad to be a part of that. Let's talk a little bit about some of the things y'all are looking forward to. Do we have anything coming up with the War Heroes and the plans that we have?
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, tonight in Plaquemine Parish, we're doing a banquet to raise money for the Wounded War Heroes. And then we're moving to Dwaron's Landing on Saturday. We're having a Veterans Open bass fishing tournament for the public, which raises money for the organization. And then September 19th through the 22nd, we're taking 35 to 40 veterans fishing in Venice, Louisiana, as a result of our Grand Isle Offshore Rodeo and our Veterans Open down at Dwaron's Landing.
Wow, very special. Cal, can you tell us anything, some of the good stuff going on with the Rotary Club?
Keith, we continue to strive to raise funds through our own programs, such as our Cast Iron Cook-Off, our Flag Project, that we have going on. Those are our major fundraisers that help provide money into the foundation, that help the Wounded War Hero programs and other homeless veteran programs throughout the community as well. So a lot of our club members are a big part of that.
Well, we appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for what y'all do. Thank you for whom you're helping and the difference that y'all are making. We appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming right here on HTV.
Summer's heating up, and so are the deals at AJ Doman Chevrolet, where you get a 2024 Silverado Crew Cab for $38,990 with your 2010 or newer trade. Don't miss out on these great deals happening now at AJ Doman Chevrolet. Let our friendly staff help you with your next new or used car purchase here at AJ Doman Chevrolet at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick.